1st, April 30th, and other days, some version of, we don't know if the virus came from inside the lab in Wuhan. And then on Sunday, you said there's enormous evidence the virus came from inside the lab.
Those are both true.
So did the intelligence change over the weekend?
Those statements are both true. They're entirely consistent. They're entirely consistent.
So
Why
then,
are you highlighting one and
wait,
not the other?
let's not.
I've now answered this question. I think it's the 13th time. Happy to try to answer it again. I'm not sure what it is about the grammar that you can't get. We don't have certainty, and there is significant evidence that this came from the laboratory. Those statements can both be true. I've made them both. Administration officials have made them. They're all true. But focus on the most important piece here. The most important piece here is that the American people remain at risk. The American people remain at risk because we do not know, to your point, we don't have certainty about whether it began in the lab or whether it began someplace else. There's an easy way to find out the answer to that. Transparency, openness, the kinds of things that nations do when they really want to be part of solving a global pandemic, when they really want to participate in the things that keep human beings safe and get economies going back again.
Honestly, personally prefer if we don't constantly go back and start to re-legislate issues that have occurred months and months ago.
Dr. Tedros, the Chinese government yesterday issued a white paper on fighting COVID-19, detailing all its efforts, fighting the coronavirus. I'm wondering if WHO has any comment on this. Thank you.
I think at this point, when any country publishes an evaluation of their response, that's always a good thing to see what lessons are there to be learned. But I do think we need to focus moving forward, and it's interesting in that paper and in many other papers coming out at country level. We need to focus now on what we're doing today to prevent second peaks. We need to focus now on how we're going to prepare for later in the year. We need to focus now on supporting those countries around the world who are right in the middle of very severe epidemics that are getting worse. So I think there will be a time to go back and look at everything we've done. Everybody at every level, from global to national to subnational, from technical to political to scientific, all of the decisions, all of the actions taken at all levels by all players in this response need to be examined, and we need to learn, and we need to emerge from this pandemic stronger. But right now, we need to focus the narrative, and we need to focus the discussion on what we're doing now. What are we learning moving forward? And clearly there are many positive lessons to be learned from the experience of many countries, and that's what we are focusing on right now. Learning what we can, where countries have got it right, where countries have got it wrong, and how we can find the package of interventions. What is the package? And Maria spent a few minutes earlier laying out what those activities are, and that's what we need to focus on. Does every country on this planet have the capacity to implement those core functions in terms of community education, in terms of surveillance, in terms of the healthcare system? Do we have that capacity to sustain a response against this disease until we have an effective vaccine, or even beyond? And I think that's where we would like to focus. We will read the documents from China, as we do from all countries, with interest to learn lessons. But I would honestly, personally prefer if we don't constantly go back and start to re-legislate issues that have occurred months and months ago, and prevent us from moving forward to do the most important work we have to do.